the Cleveland Browns taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance.
Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And incomplete to open things up.
Intended for number 7.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Simmons there defensively.
From the gun, Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and they can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Browns 3, Cardinals nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McLeod, he can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and
from the gun, it's Drake.
9-yard line.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Arizona.
Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
From the 44, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Joseph. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, McLeod. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Operating from the gun, McLeod. Man open left side, it's Williams. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 7 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Drake. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Browns 3.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on first down. McLeod firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down
at the 8-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Snell, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark.
And that's the goal. That's the benchmark that every runner in the NFL is trying to get to. And he's locked in on it pretty well right now. And I would suspect that his linemen are locked in pretty well, too. They know that if a guy gets over 100 yards, they've done a great job, too.
You think every starter sort of has the number 100 in his mind before a game?
I guarantee that they do. That's what they think about. That's what they dream about. That's what they visualize during practice all week. 100 yards, because once you get there, it's almost like you hit that number, boom, you might even get to 2.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good for another.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on first down. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
It's now
another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Seibert's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Austin Seibert.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod, throw right side, complete to Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A quick throw, but incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, McLeod, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Penny, a first down carry. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. That'll bring up 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, McLeod. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, McLeod. That's caught by Penny. The pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 2, McLeod. Hard throw, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Penny. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And able to find Kirk complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, McLeod. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Cardinals
operating from the gun. McLeod.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod.
The pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Third down.
From the gun, McLeod.
Yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Browns shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play action. McLeod. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
To throw again. McLeod. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Robinson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Holding offense.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing on third and long. McDonald. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
45 yards.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
6.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And 3.
On the run, it's Penny. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He's brought down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Rashad Penny, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
play action. It's McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Demarcus Robinson. Incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
At the 30.
Mayfield on play action.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Chubb. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 1. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete.
That's good.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burgess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
At his own 49-yard line.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is Penny. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Penny. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
30, Browns 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. And you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Penny. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is McDonald. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run with Penny. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Cardinals 33, Browns 6.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Dean Lowry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. It's Burgess. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over first.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50. You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
They go play action with McDonald. Rolling to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, McDonald. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Coverage by Byron.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
43. Check, 43. Coming back.
Throwing, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Hey, we got four down.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Penny, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Simmons there defensively.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.